Hi, my name's Caitlin, and I have not been reading. Reading for me has not been a routine. Reading for me has been hard. I really just want to read. That's simply all I want to do, and hopefully this month can provide it. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome back to my channel. We are going to be letting a random generator choose how many hours I read. I'm a little terrified because I put this from 1 to 7 and we don't know. The choice is all in the wheel. So if I could read 7 hours in a day and get through like 3 books, 2 books, 1 book, who knows, that would be literally freaking amazing. So in today's video, I'm going to be allowing it to choose how many hours I read for, and we're going to probably do this for about a week. I am pretty much done school. I have my last marketing class for tomorrow. My projects and exam is both done for that, but I do have anthropology exam on Monday. I do want to show you guys the little set that I'm hoping that we'll hopefully read in this video. I picked all of the shorter books that are on my TBR. The other 2 are Chain of Gold, Chain and Iron, but those are kind of hefty ones, and I feel like I will be focusing on that more than these ones, and I feel like I can get through these quick, and that is all what I want May to be, is like quick reading, getting through books, and going to the next one. I have Alice Feeney's Sometimes I Lie, which is only like 250 pages. No Matter What by Cara Bastone, I think this is around 3 to 4. Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune, this is about 400 pages. I'm also buddy reading this with Kimberlyn, so this would probably be in this video, but I don't know if I'll finish it or not. We do have Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. I feel like I fly by these books, so that's why I'm putting it here. So we have those as my little sets. Today is Tuesday, May 12th, so I am going to hopefully get some reading in before work. I work at 4. The next time I work is Saturday. I'm not really working, so I really want to get some reading in. So okay 2 hours. It literally died, but it was 2. So we're gonna read for 2 hours, but we do need to figure out what book to read. I don't know what I'm in the mood for. I just finished a romance book, but I think to help out, we're also gonna have the number generator choose what book I do. So I will go to random number generator. I'm gonna put 1 through 4 in. Okay, and it's gonna go Harry Potter is 1, Our Perfect Storm is 2, No Matter What is 3, Sometimes I Lie is 4. Oh, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be No Matter What by Cara Bastone. I heard this book is literally depressing as hell. That's what I've heard from people, so I'm excited. A traumatic accident tests the limits of love and resilience as a couple fights to rebuild what was broken and rediscover themselves in this tender, slow burn romance by the best-selling author of Ready or Not and Promise Me Sunshine. It's going to be depressing. We're going to get to reading. I'm just ready. It's gorgeous outside. I think I'm going to go sit out, read this, and then I will catch back to you guys when I have some reading done, and we will go from there. So let's just start. I'm not even kidding. I've literally already failed this challenge. Hold on. What is all? Aw, that's cute.
Hi guys.
Oh my gosh, don't so close. Okay, you're just crazy. So I already failed yesterday. I was supposed to read for 2 hours and I read for like 40 minutes. My time just was really against me because I went to work and then went to Dylan's, got food for us, then showered and literally went to bed. And then on top of that, like in my reading time, I read the 40 pages and then I went off and I played the little bookstore game that Dylan got me because it was a lot of fun and I wanted to start it. So I started that. I don't have the audiobook for this. And I feel like I would have been able to achieve it if I had it, but it's like a 4 to 5, 7, 10 week wait. I guess the good news is like, I guess I can count this. I don't really want to though, because I want to put this time to like the actual books, but I do have Chain of Gold and I am an hour and 11 minutes into it. So if we add that, I technically did, but I do want to just kind of focus on these small books just because I want to get through them. And I feel like Chain of Gold is going to be a little longer. And I also want that in a different reading vlog. I digress, but we started No Matter What by Cara Bastone. So I am on page 40. I usually read about a page a minute. So we're on page 40. So far, it's depressing as hell. You have this couple kind of just going through the motions with each other. They're not talking. The husband is moving out to his own apartment. The wife is hanging on by a thread. He's just kind of done, but it also seems like he maybe is going to therapy, but she's just kind of just not there. There is definitely trauma with the accident. Anytime someone would bring it up, she would be like, I literally don't want to talk about it. It also seems pretty awful what happens, but we don't really know the actual extent to what happened. So you've got both of them just kind of ignoring it, and I think that also means that's why there's that trauma around them with their relationship and why it's not working out. So we've got that kind of going on right now. She walked into a figure drawing class. That's what she went to, and she looked at it and then she was like, okay, I'm leaving. But I think that's obviously gonna play a big part into like them coming back together, hopefully. So I only read 40 of this. I read to like 6% of Chain of Gold, but like I said, I want to keep that for another reading vlog, so we're gonna hopefully try to steer past it. Maybe I'll get one of the audiobooks for maybe the other books that I'm thinking of, but I think all of them are on a wait. Besides that, we have this book going on. It is Wednesday, May 13th, so I started this yesterday. I just got back home from school. I had my second to last class. Woo! So I just came back home. I really want to do the spinner wheel real quick. I'm worried though, because I honestly don't have a lot of time today. It is already 1:26. Be ready? I'm a little scared. I don't know. I just had a really hard time reading yesterday. It's also starting a book for me that gets me. It's always just a hard time for me. I don't know. All right. Oh, kill yourself. Kill yourself. I'm gonna kill myself. I don't have that type of time. It is almost 2 o'clock. I have to read for 6 hours. That means I will be done by 8 o'clock. I decompressed a little bit. This is terrifying. I couldn't even read for 2 hours. What do you think? Why did we think I could do 6? I'm gonna bite all my fingernails off. Okay, I'm gonna start this reading right now. I'm waiting for Dylan to get here. I have to do a workout, but maybe I'll just do like a walk or something. Or I'll do my workout and then I'll do a walk. And then I'll be able to read as much as I can. Oh my gosh, dude, I love a protective man. I love a protective man because it's just my fate. I don't even give a crap. I don't give a crap. If he's protective, A+ for me. This guy passes Vin and he kind of like pushes him, so Vin's drink ends up on Roz. Roz gets the drink spilled on her and it goes all over her shirt, and she's got a blue bra underneath, so when it gets on her shirt is translucent, so you can see her bra. Vin quickly swims me. He immediately bands an arm around my shoulders and pulls me into his chest, covering me. I'm stiff with the shock of his arms suddenly around me. Guys, don't even. We're starting the next 5 hours and 37 minutes in. Ooh, I'm a sucker for a broad back. Ooh, dude. Oh my gosh. I've never had this feeling with Vin before. Like I'm standing in wet clothes with a stranger in a cold room. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. Oh, this is really depressing, I'm not gonna lie. Guys, things are getting better. She cooks for everyone whenever she's like upset or just like, she's just a great cook. So she's always cooking for people. She came home today because she had made food for Raph, and she's like, I just want food. And Vin left a message saying his boss brought home food for them. So he put it out. But she was like eating it. She's like, this is kind of bland. And then she looks around the kitchen and she sees stuff is out. It's not her normal Tupperware. There's dishes on the drying rack. And then she goes to the oven and it's warm. So Vin made her dinner. This is saying something. This is saying something. You guys, I'm finding so many great quotes from this book. And I have to share this one. I was like sitting there and I was like, so we're getting POVs from her husband, and I'm thinking it's like therapy. That's honestly my thought on the matter. It just seems like he's like in therapy or like a writing class or something. So we're just getting like bits and pieces of that. He says, Look, I haven't spent a lot of time picturing this, and I know this makes me sound so sad and like Beetlejuice or whatever. I'm just saying that in the back of my mind, I always thought I'd die alone. But I asked Roz to marry me, and it suddenly seems like I probably wouldn't. That there would be somebody to make sure there were flowers on the grave, and I just got used to that really fast. I put my heart in her chest and she carries it around and she'll put flowers on my grave. And from the moment I realized that I wanted to marry her, I was already thinking about the ends, not the end of our relationship, but the end of it all. Loving her made me think about death in a good way. It was a gift. It was because I wasn't scared to go when I had her. So that's not a story really. It's just my thought. The end is the beginning. Hello, it is storming outside. It is 9:43 and so far I've only read for 2 hours and I have 4 hours left. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I wanted to go to Dylan's house tonight, which I might still do, but he's got to wake up super early and I fear I'm going to be up for a while trying to finish this book and start another one. But y'all, I am really freaking loving this. I think knowing in the synopsis that he decides to be her figure for her figure drawing class, it just shows that he still loves her and still wants to work on it, because they just did their first session and I'm on chapter 14 right now. But she's going to, can you hear that? If you can hear that, that'd be interesting. So she's going over to a friend's house and she's bringing a lasagna bean casserole type thing, and she's pretty much saying that it's looking like a 20-minute train ride and then a 25-minute walk with a 5-pound lasagna. And he says, "You got a sec for me to shower? I'll go with you, carry the food." I literally love this man. I literally love him. He's literally absolutely perfect. It was interesting because in the beginning he was very cold, but then she started kind of like blurting out her feelings, and it does seem like he is doing either therapy on the side or maybe some sort of class like she is, because he is communicating really greatly. Honestly, it's been quiet, but like you see his actual feelings and the things he does for her. So I am just like freaking loving this. This is only about 300 pages, so I am on page 156 and I am actually more than halfway. I'm pretty much halfway. So we hopefully are going to be finishing this tonight. I really want to just prove myself that I can read 6 hours. It just sucks because I did start this pretty late in the day and I don't have the audiobook for this. So if I can finish this in 2 days, and then I did get the audiobook for Goblet of Fire. So I think that is going to be the second book we start. But I just wanted to, prove to myself that I can read for 6 hours in a day and it's not that hard. And if I just put the work in, I'll be fine. Besides that, I digress. I'm going to keep doing this. Hopefully I'll update you guys when I'm finished reading this. I'm absolutely loving it. Guys, I literally loved this. Oh my gosh. The server sprints over to us, eyes bouncing back and forth between Vin in his t-shirt and ball cap and St. Michael in his jean button down with the silk scarf tucked in at the collar. Daddy and French daddy. This is clearly the server's lucky night. I can't. I was literally giggling out loud. Here's another one. Oh my god, this is called the smiling moment. I knew a lot of things in that moment. I knew Raph had found someone who actually loved him, a proper best friend, and I knew that I wanted to know what it would feel like to be on the receiving end of that smile, that exact smile from that exact person. That was the moment that changed my life. Guys, listen, I do really like this book. I do really like this book. I did complete the 6 hours that I was supposed to read yesterday. Might just be a little off because I had literally lost my timer and I didn't remember exactly like what was the minutes for it. I don't know what it was, just being able to read for 6 hours. So I didn't read the entirety of it yesterday. And I was like literally stressing out. I was like, I can't fail a second day in a row. So I woke up this morning super early, left, got coffee, went to my house, just read all morning and I got it done. So we were able to actually complete that, which was amazing. But again, like I just gave myself a few hours last night to kind of read all day yesterday. And then this morning I literally read for like it was pretty much 3 hours. So it was really fun. Honestly, I loved it. I think it was also because of the book. So I was able to finish No Matter What by Carrie Bestowed and I'm giving this a 5-star. It was absolutely perfect. It is in a magnificent romance book. It's different. I loved The Second Chance. I loved the marriage aspect and how they both were kind of like crumbling, but then they found their healing in one another. And one of the biggest things that like literally kept making me tear up is Vin kept saying like, I was so lonely without you. And I was like, don't even. And you get into like a lot of PTSD and trauma and wanting to protect the other person. It was so deep. I loved it. This was literally the last page, and I dog-eared it. It says, you can't delete a chapter and get the same ending, and I no longer want to try. I want all of it. Every tangle, I'll draw right off the edge of the page. Him and me, we're shooting for infinity. And infinity, if you've read the book, you understand, but I'll explain it just because this is another thing that I absolutely loved. When she was drawing Vin, they had fallen out at her class, and Daniel had found them, and he's like, these are beautiful. And he was like, you can really see that you love him. He's your infinity. I literally loved every second of this. I loved Ben as a character because he was just so masculine, and he did certain things for her, make sure that she was taken care of, but then she would do other things. So like she would cook and clean, she would provide for him that way. He would do the laundry, carry stuff for her, change the light bulb, do all that kind of stuff. And it was just so sweet. And then them just coming together and healing. And there is a part in this where there's a huge miscommunication. And I know a lot of people don't love miscommunication. I understand if like you don't pick this up, but honestly, the miscommunication was needed because it shows that they weren't communicating and they weren't okay and they weren't talking things through. They were kind of just jumping to the equations. In this book, you see them finally like take the time to talk about their feelings, and this big hefty dude doesn't talk about his feelings, and then he's breaking down in front of her. So it was so beautiful. You saw so much character development. You also just saw both of them find other hobbies outside of one another so that they could come together. 5-star for this. I absolutely loved it. It was very quick paced too. Like I always just wanted to pick it up, and I was able to read a ton at a time. Next, did start Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I'm on like chapter 2 right now. I have the audiobook, so I've been listening to it a little bit this morning, just to kind of finish up the last bit of the reading for yesterday. So I'm probably like maybe 20 pages in, but it's so funny to me. I'll just say this one thing before this dies and I'm going to choose it. But you see the housekeeper, the groundskeeper, like go into this house, and there's Voldemort, and then he kills him. But in the movie, it doesn't tell you what that house is. I think we just kind of figure it out. It's the Riddle house. And it took me so long to realize that's Tom Riddle's house. I don't know why that took me so, I was shocked, and I was with Dylan. I was like, what the heck? I feel like maybe I knew that somewhere. I don't know. I do want to read majority of this today because I've got so much cleaning to do. I want to do so many Legos. I just want to have a chill day where it's not doing any schoolwork or anything. I do have to study later for my exam. That's Monday, but I really want this just to be like a hobby reset day because my room is a wreck. We will be reading this probably majority in the audiobook. Today is Thursday too, so this is the third day for doing this. I don't really know what I want. I feel like a 5 is a nice little even, so let's see. I'm scared. Oh, wow. God loves me. God loves me. Amen. It's 5. It's 5. That's totally fine with me. I am actually really happy for that. I'm excited. That means I should probably be able to read about like 260, almost 300, which is probably about half of this book, which would be literally epic. So that is the plan for today. I do have plenty of time tomorrow as well. The only day I don't think I'm going to do is Saturday, just because that's my double day. And usually on my doubles, I like barely read. I read like 10 pages. So I'm going to let this charge, but I am going to start listening to the audiobook. Like I said, I got to clean. I got to just kind of reset my room, and also I'm going to like do the bathroom. So we're going to be kind of focusing on that for today, and we will get into this. I am having such like a great reading. I think it's just once I get that binge in and I'm able to read that much, it's so great. Let's start reading and have a wonderful time. I am going to put this book by Magnolia Parks. This is where I put my books when I finish them. So hopefully this isn't rubbing on me. Okay, I'll see you guys later.
Which slowly filtered away through doors into the stands to their left and right. Mr. Weasley's part of the mysterious golden witchy burglar buzzer. Mrs. Scoward. Just call me Dobby, squeaked the elf curiously from between its fingers. Its voice was higher even than Dobby's had been, a teeny quivering squeak of a voice. Is surely Harry Potter? Yeah, I am, said Harry. But Dobby talks of you all the time, sir, she said, lowering her hands very slightly and looking awestruck. Ideas above his station. Tilting her head toward the empty space, Oculus, and started testing them, saying, I'm no great Shakespeare with his father. I now with a sharp blast of... Oh, stood over there, did they? So, travelling, lost Tweezers, which was the longest.
My hair is interesting currently. I had to get the bangs out of the hair, out of the face, or I would have been like messing with them the entire... Oh, they kind of look good. So I finished my little guy. Look at him. He's so cute. Kind of stares into your soul, but he is a cutie patootie. I will say that. I'm going to try to put him on this little bookshelf, but I do need to rearrange it because the Harry Potter series is going to get a little too big. And I think I want to do like 1 shelf fantasy, 2 romance, something like that. But besides that, it comes with this little baby guy. This is so cute. You're not going to be able to focus on that, I don't think. Okay, whatever. And then it comes with the sorting hat. So cute. Sorry, I know it's not focusing on it. I don't feel like fixing it right now. And then it comes with the Gryffindor sword. So that is the other thing. So I'm going to put these by my shelves. So I have been reading for, oh my gosh, so many hours. So many. Actually, I don't know how much we have left currently. I'm going to have to double check. I'm just going to put all this on the... I have 2 hours and 53 minutes left. So I'm trying to like figure out how I can kind of get this going. Because I have been reading on like almost 2 times speed. So the book has been going faster than obviously time. I want to do a workout, but I think definitely afterwards I'll like listen in the car and like when I shower and things like that, I'll listen to it. So with that being said, the audiobook I think says I'm 20% done the book. So I am on page 153, it looks like. Okay, yeah. We're on, no, 152 actually. So we have this nice chunk into the book. Heck yeah. I'm really enjoying this. I don't love the movie, and I preface this. I swear it's because it gets so dark that I'm like sad and I'm like anxious because, you know who comes back and all that crap goes down. Hi, buddy. So... Oh, this is reminding me of Rocky. Rocky used to do this all the time. So this wasn't my favorite movie just because it gets so dark. It gets really dark in here, but this is... Anyways, so they went to the Quidditch match, the World Cup, and while they were there, the Death Eaters came, the Lord Voldemort's sign, was in the sky. But there's a lot of differences in here. I hear this is the best book. And then if you look at it to the movie, it's the one that is most different because also there is this little house elf. Her name is Winky. Is that her name? Yeah, her name is Winky. And her master is Crouch. And she's got a little tea, like, napkin thing, and she was so sad because she was getting punished, so he was going to take it away from her, and I would kill someone for that freaking elf. And why wasn't she in the movie? Like, her and Dobby could have been a thing. Like, come on. I don't know. She is so cute, and I love how Hermione is just protecting her. Like, I love Hermione for that. She's always... It was so nasty because Draco was saying like, oh, you got to go hide, Hermione, because these guys are going to come after her. Of course, like, the boys are like, watch it. But it's just like so sad. We had that they're about to, I think, start going to Hogwarts, but they're waiting on their letter from Sirius. So that's what's happening right now. So in this chunk, a lot has happened about the witching or the World Cup. Hopefully we'll get into Hogwarts soon. I miss it. I'm excited to keep going. So I am going to go eat some lunch. I am so freaking hungry. I was probably doing the Lego set for probably about an hour or so, and other than that I was cleaning, so we've been busy today. My neck hurts. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat, and yeah, I'll update hopefully when I finish up the minutes, hopefully, and maybe I'll have a bigger update. There's just not too much to say. Also, I don't want to say too much just in case someone hasn't watched the movies or read the books yet. Don't, and you're not a Hogwarts nerd. Harry's going into his 4th year of Hogwarts. You see the Voldemort stuff kind of amp up, but while he's there, they have this wizarding tournament, and all these different schools come to Hogwarts to compete, and Harry's name somehow gets into the cup, and he's not allowed to. He's underage, but someone put it in, so he has to compete in this tournament for the Triwizarding Cup. So he's going to that. This just gets like very dark. Yeah. and I don't like it. It makes me anxious. So anyways, we're gonna keep reading. This has gone on way too long. I don't know why I keep repeating myself. Oh wow, we get in the Tri-Wizard literally on 171. That's 20 pages away. So I'm gonna go make some food. Hopefully continue reading this, and then I'm gonna get, it's on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm gonna use my Kindle, because these books, that you can't really hold them, because if you like, you know, you're gonna break the spine, and I don't love doing that. I mean, I'll fold the cover jackets like that all the time, but if it, like, I don't, it's just so stiff. So I'm gonna use my Kindle. All right, good morning everyone. It is Friday and I am again behind on the reading, and it is 12:24, so I am going to be getting a late start for Friday timing. You only have an hour and 4, I thought it was going, for the timer yesterday, so I'm close. Yesterday, how I was a little behind, so I just finished it up in the morning, so that's what I'm doing here. Why is my battery already saying it's dying? I don't know. I've been reading Goblet of Fire, and I am on page 248, chapter 16, Goblet of Fire. This book is so funny. All of these kids are hilarious. I think they are all extra sassy in this book, especially Harry. And I even screenshotted a couple things he said and a couple things Ron said, because they are just freaking hilarious. Like this one, they were in Professor Trelawney's class, and something, I forget who it was. It was either like Lavender or the other, one of the twins. She was like, I've got, the professor's like, ooh, which planet you got? Because they're trying to figure out like the planets that were around their birthday. She said that she got an unexpected planet. So Professor Trelawney, peering down at the chart, said, it is Uranus, my dear. And then Ron said, can I have a look at Uranus too, Lavender? And I literally freaking laughed my head off last night. I thought that was hilarious. I also got this part where Malfoy's just coming at Ron, of course, for him not having that money. So it was page 204. Get stuff, Malfoy, said Harry. Come on, Ron. Oh yeah, you were staying with them this summer, weren't you, Potter? Sneering Malfoy. So tell me, is his mother really that porky, or is it just a picture? You know, your mother, Malfoy, said Harry. Both he and Hermione had grabbed the back of Ron's robes to stop him from launching himself at Malfoy. That expression she's got, like she's got dung under her nose, has she always looked like that, or was it just because you were with her? Malfoy's pale face went slightly pink. Don't you dare insult my mother, Potter. Keep your fat mouth shut then, said Harry, turning away. Bang. And then that's when he was turned into a ferret. But I thought that was freaking hilarious. I just thought that was funny because we were talking about Cedric. So Hermione's like, he's not an idiot. You just don't like him because he beat Gryffindor at Quidditch, said Hermione. I've heard he's really good student and he's a perfect. She spoke as though this settled the matter. You only like him because he's handsome, said Ron scathingly. Thought it was hilarious. Had a blast. I'm enjoying it. I think this book is going very quick as well, because we literally started Hogwarts like a couple chapters ago, and then we were going through some of the classes and what they had to do, and now we are literally like, the other 2 schools are coming, and it's fun actually learning the school names and remembering like their headmaster's name, I guess. I don't know. I just didn't know that as a kid, so like actually knowing it is fun for me. So hopefully I'll be able to read like an extra like 60-ish pages, and then that should put us around like the 300 mark, hopefully. But I'm going to go on a run. That's why I'm in this attire, obviously. So I'm going to be doing that. But I also just want to update a spinner wheel so that we can do that. We have 1 through 7. I'm a little nervous because today I'm feeling very, just kind of like I just want to relax read, not like read like 7 hours of a book. So I'm kind of thinking like 2 hours, 3 hours has been like a good norm for me. So I think I'm going for that. Please, please, please. This is actually scaring me. So Cameron did indeed die, but it said 3 hours, and that's actually, that's what I was saying, like it's so scary, because I think yesterday I was like, ooh, let's get like a lot because I'll be chilling. So we got 6 hours because I wanted 6 hours yesterday. Today I want 3 hours. I got 3 hours. That's kind of terrifying to me. And I am reading this on 2 times speed, so I am getting through it a little quicker than usual. I should end up around like 490, and I get through the last hour here and then the 3 hours. So we'll have 4 hours to just kind of get through this book. So it looks like we'll pretty much be reading all this, and then we will hopefully have just this bit left, and then maybe we can either finish it for this video or something. I might start another book tomorrow, or I might just keep going with this one. We'll see. So we're gonna continue with that. I grabbed a chunky book, so it is taking me obviously a longer than just literally a day. This ear sticks out. I think that's so funny. So obviously it's taking me a little bit longer to get through it, but I'm honestly having such a wonderful time. talk about how mean people are to Harry in this book? Everyone is coming at him because they think he put his name in and he's trying to be like a celebrity and get all this attention. I feel so bad for him. And that's like one of the things I got so frustrated with in the movie. I just felt so bad for him because like I don't know. It just made me always so sad. Kids can be so mean. And the fact that even Ron, his best friend, didn't believe him made me really sad. But I love Hermione. Hermione is just such a girl. Like, I love her. She is just so sweet. When Neville had the Cruciato curse being done or shown by Mad Eye Moody, she was like, no, we have to go check on Neville, make sure he's okay. And I was like, I love you, girl. You're the best. So I don't know. I just, yeah, I'm very behind. I haven't even technically started the 3 hours because I was just been busy. So we'll get to it, I promise. It's been a day. It's been a day. I will say that. I've been doing a bunch of junk journaling. I've also been doing a little bit of some reading journaling. So that will be in a different video if you want to see that. 2 hours and 12 minutes left for my challenge, but I am 9 hours and 25 minutes into Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and I have 11 hours and 11 minutes left. And chapter 20, which is the first task, so we get to see the dragons. Which I think we're somewhere in here. It's so funny. Hermione's really mad that Victor Crumb is in the library, and I'm 1000% sure he's in there because he likes Hermione, which is kind of a little scary because he's got to be 17 and older for the challenge, for the tournament, and I believe they're 14, so there is a little bit of an age gap here, which I didn't realize in the movie. Like, I don't know why. Yeah, so I'm on page 341. We're almost halfway. We are probably like 4% done. I mean, 4% till it, but I do have to show you guys my TikTok because it's actually, I think, trying to put me into cardiac arrest. I just think it is the funniest thing ever. Horcrux. I literally started the book, 2 days ago? Horcrux. Okay. Nope. Wait, that one's literally about taking, like, giving your kids the letter and then taking them to Wizarding World. I'll let you guys. Okay. This one. This one. Lupin is my fave. Okay, yep.
Where did you go?
Dance. It's always worth pauses.
Yep, crying. This one. He'll always be Uncle Moody. Wish I could take nothing with you. Okay. This one. They are getting me with Lupin. Yep. And I think we have to watch this fully. I'm an aging wolf. Oh my god. Just started it. You guys can see like the normal stuff on my saved, and then it's all freaking Harry Potter stuff. Oh my gosh. Y'all, this is kind of creepy how it literally listens to me. Guys, I am so insufferable when I read a Harry Potter book because everyone around me will learn so much, and I'll be like, hey, this didn't happen in the movie. This happened in the book, though. Did you know that? And I'm so freaking insufferable. Gotta deal with it. Like I told him, I want to watch Harry Potter. I want to do everything Harry Potter, all of the above. I really want to rewatch this movie now. Problem is I work a double tomorrow. I don't really read on my double days because I am so busy. I don't even have time to eat lunch. I don't get lunch breaks. So I literally have to like stand and eat and then go serve my tables and come back and eat when I can. So I don't even have time to eat mostly. The only time I really have to read is either before or after work. And I think it's going to be a little difficult. So we shall see. I would love to be able to finish 3 books in this video, but it does look like scheduling is kind of putting us off because I wish I started this earlier. Anyways, crack on with this. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. I might just give myself an hour tomorrow because I don't want to like stress myself out. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday. I just woke up a little bit ago, like 10 minutes ago. I was so tired. I was reading a good bit of Harry Potter last night. I still have some left over to do, which honestly, I hope y'all are getting annoyed about that, but I do have some left over that I'm gonna read. But I thought it could be cool to actually start a new book. Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney. This book is only 250 pages, so I could honestly finish this in about maybe 4 hours. Her books really fly for me too, so I feel like I read quicker and easier. I might start that today. I do have about basically 2 hours to still read, and it is my double day, so it is a little stressful to see what I'll be able to read. I'm gonna try my best to read today, but I think today is definitely gonna be a fail day. But let's go ahead and spin the wheel so that we know exactly what we're reading. I am nervous though. I would like a nice like one. If it is a lot, I'm not gonna get that. I'll tell you that right now. 6 hours of reading today. I think that can be done in a way. Oh god, guys, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Spin really hates me, I guess. I did get like the last 2, so I will finish it doesn't help that I don't actually finish my reading, so I'll finish the reading for Harry Potter. Anyways, I'm gonna start reading Harry Potter. We're in the first trial where we have dragons and Harry is pooping his pants. Everyone is pooping their pants. And I think it's funny how Rita Skeeter is really coming for Hermione and Harmony, which I think is so funny because they definitely give me sibling vibes. I don't know what it is. They definitely do. So that is kind of funny that like some people were like, I want them together. I remember Emma Watson was like, no, I want Ron and Hermione together. And I was like, hopefully I can get another 100-ish in possibly before I keep going, but I do need to shut up. I think if I definitely listen to the audiobook, you see how I'm still talking and I just told myself shut up. I'm leaving. I'll see you guys later.
Daring. Then he rushed over to the nearest table and began banging his head on it very hard, squealing, "Bag, Dobby! Bag, Dobby!" Harry seized Dobby by the back of his tie and pulled him away from the table. "Thank you, Harry Potter, thank you," said Dobby breathlessly. "They knew Winky was freed."
Sometimes I do decide to update on the worst times because I just got out of the shower and I just ran 3 miles. I don't know. Welcome back. No, I'll say welcome back to myself. I have not updated this video in literally 2 days. The last time I updated it, it was Saturday, and I had picked the time. It was 6 hours to read for the day. I have failed a lot. So Saturday, I finished I believe it was 2 hours I had from the previous day, which was Friday. So I did finish that. I might have read 20 pages after that because I then had a lot going on. So I unfortunately just didn't have time to be able to sit down and read. Sunday was even crazier. It was just a very social day. My bestie Riley had a birthday party. We all went over to her house. It was so much fun. We played so many games. We played Uno, beer pong. We played Werewolf, which was such a great game. We drank, watched Pitch Perfect, ate pizza, literally the best day ever. So there's a lot going on, had church, and ultimately just didn't read until like the night, and I had probably read 10 pages. I did my final. I have been reading and I am trying to get down that 6 hours. So I'm going to use the 6 hours as today, and then hopefully tomorrow will be our last day for this video. I am definitely finishing Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire today. Tomorrow I will have to see what the time, so that's a whole different day. We're just focusing on the 6 hours. So currently I have 3 hours and 49 minutes and 37 seconds left on the timer. I've been reading it while I was in the car. I was reading it when I was running. I was just pretty much trying to get it done as much as I could. So I went on a run and I also listened to it as I was on my run. I want to show you guys my new Kindle case. Dylan's mom got it for me. It is the cutest thing ever. It's from Casely. With all the app reading I have been doing, I'm on page 546. So I think I have 188 pages left, so only under 200 pages, and I have over 3 hours to read. I'm definitely gonna be able to finish this. This is literally my favorite book. It's literally my favorite book. There is so much going on. I am just so amazed that they took so much out of the movie. Y'all were so right. This is a completely different book from the movie. I think the biggest difference is the trials are definitely different. And then Dobby and Sirius are in this like very active characters. There's also a very active character that was just completely removed from the movie, I guess, for pacing. Hagrid's in it. It's insane. And then Rita's in it. So like there's so many extra characters that are happening. I think also one of my favorite things is you see Harry kind of crumble under the pressure and be nervous. I think in the movie he kind of looked stone-faced and he looked like he knew everything he was doing. It took him forever to figure out the second task. It was literally down to the last 10 minutes, and then he figured it out. He was freaking out. And then when the trial happened, that was also pretty different as well. I think more peaceful. And the movie made it sound like Dumbledore wanted them dead because they were like getting hit at and all that. So I'm just amazed. I'm loving this book. Also, Hagrid just showed a Niffler. I love Nifflers. I love Fantastic Beasts. Is one of my favorite movies, but I loved the Niffler when it came out. It was my favorite creature. I actually had a little bobblehead one, I forget, Funko Pop, and it was like a little baby one, and I had it for my camera bag. Of course, of course the sun comes out at the worst time to make me look shiny and ugly. Okay, listen here. So I was just like, we're still talking about the Niffler, but I literally loved the Niffler. It was my favorite character. Or favorite creature. So I'm so excited to see it. I was running and I heard it. I was like, oh my gosh. I literally love Nifflers because they have a little pocket and they steal and they just put all the gold there, and they're my favorite freaking ones ever. And I think also Newt had him the most. Besides that, I'm just so happy we're seeing that kind of there. This story is so good. It's so juicy because you are seeing something kind of develop. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of hidden secrets. Right now we're talking about Crouch mostly. And we've learned a lot about him. Again, the way that he learned that information is so different. I'm just kind of amazed. I'm not even gonna think about the movie. I'm loving this book though. I really am. And honestly, I see a 5-star in my future because I haven't been able to put this down. Every single day I want to pick it up. I'm so addicted. It's like the first time I've ever read Harry Potter. I'm actually loving this more than Prisoner of Azkaban. So we're gonna continue reading this. I gotta go pick up Pookie Bear. He's outside my door. So I will continue reading this all. Do you guys want to have something else to say? Currently, I'm going to stop reading and then I'll get back into it a little bit later, just so I can see him. And then later tonight, we're just gonna binge because I have no more school. I get to chill. Okay, I'll see you guys later. We're gonna finish this book. I'm so excited.
Oh,
tell you guys, I'm insufferable when I get into my Harry Potter grind. If you know me in real life, good luck, because I just finished Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and it's definitely my favorite now of the entire series, which is actually insane to say because Prisoner of Azkaban, since I was younger, was one of my favorites. I think that's because the Marauders is just so much fun to me, but this was so good. I actually loved every second of it. The trials were literally amazing, but what got me the most was the ending because it was just so vulnerable, and what Harry had to go through and then have to talk about it, and people have staring at him trying to figure out what happened, was just, it's crazy to me. It was a complete switch, and now everyone's scared, just what Harry had to go through. And then Mrs. Weasley was there and she gave him a motherly hug, and he's like, I don't remember the last time I've ever gotten one of these. And he dropped, he was crying. It literally made him so vulnerable that he just started crying in her arms. And I just can't describe the love I have for this. This is we've got Divergent, you've got Hunger Games, you've got this series, you got all those different series that came out 2010s, around those areas, and this was my series for me. This is what I was always obsessed with, always addicted to. It's my favorite world. So just finally being able to actually read the books and get so much insight into the actual plot was amazing. Movies do a good job of bringing it to life. I do think that they should have kept some things in. There are huge chunks of information that I think we needed in the movie. As a kid, I don't remember fully understanding what was happening. I think other people understood it better because they had read the books. But this was literally so good. And I'm giving this a 5 stars. I loved every second of it. I could have finished this last night. I did finish it up a little bit today. I think we forget he's literally 14 to 15 years old, and he just went up, oh my gosh, against his literal enemy, and this is a full-grown man, not even a man, and then it's a child. He's a child, and the things he has gone through, and I cried as if I haven't seen this plot rerun over and over and over again, but it did feel like a new plot because there was so much I didn't know and so many things that came to light. I'm just so ecstatic to continue with this. I don't know what it is. It's a new light. I think it's because I got so much new information. I'm excited to see what the other books bring because I just know the movies. I don't know the actual books, and I'm actually getting really excited. I also finished this 5 days. Usually a 700-page book, I swear, takes me longer. Yes, I was doing this challenge, but I feel if I wasn't, I would be strapped down reading this 24/7. I had such a great time with this. It's coming to our little difficulty here. I need to start a new book. I can't stop thinking about this book, and I don't know what to do. I to not read, I want to read the next book, but I will be insufferable. I will not think about anything else other than this. So I don't know. It's this is me. I used to love this as a kid. So being able to read this is bringing back the obsession I had as a child. It sounds so annoying right now, but trust me, this is my hyperfixation right now. That's why I kind of don't want to read the next book, because I will hyperfixate to the point that I can't think about anything else. So this is Dylan and I's Harry Potter bear, so I had to bring her in. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the 51 minutes going, but I do want to start a new spinner wheel. I don't have too much going on today. This is my first day on technical break. I do have a meeting, which I'm really excited about. Also, honestly, kind of nervous. So I do have that. I also have work later at 4. So it kind of depends what I'm feeling. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to read a lot today. So yeah, let's just do the spinner wheel. Guys, I just don't even want to read anything else. This is why it's so hard right now. Ugh, that's not bad at all. Okay, 3 hours. That's not bad. Okay. So that was the last time ever doing this. I've had 2 5 stars in this video, which is absolutely incredible. I'm so ecstatic for that. I am a little nervous though, because I just can't stop thinking about Harry Potter. Anyways, we are gonna start Sometimes I Lie by Alice Feeney. I got it on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm gonna be reading it on my Kindle. I do have the physical book too, but I'm just gonna read it on my Kindle. This one is a little creepy. She's stuck in a coma and she thinks her husband put her in it. She can hear people. So there's a lot of eerie stuff coming in, someone's visiting her room. So it's a little odd. yeah, we'll see where this goes. I'm gonna do this. I have a few other important things to get through. It's our only 10:34, which is really nice. It's really early, but decompress, do what I need to do, get ready for the day. I really want to go in the pool. Our pool's opened. It's gonna be freezing because we just opened it. The solar cover hasn't worked yet, you know. I've just been crying over Harry Potter edits. Like, what is wrong with me? Don't ask why I'm crying. Literally, just been minding my own business, watching Harry Potter edits, crying to every single one of them. I need to get a life. Oh my god. I'm back. I'm having a really hard time reading today. I only have 2 hours and 27 minutes left, but I haven't read that long whatsoever. And I am currently 53 pages in. I'm just kind of confused. So much is going on. We're getting like 3 POVs currently. So we have one of the now, which is her in the coma. She doesn't remember what happened. So she's getting like bits and pieces. So there was this accident and she flew through the window. She didn't have her seatbelt on. But there's 2 things that are interesting. She's like, I don't have a car. That's like my husband's car. I also always wear my seatbelt. So that was like a bigger thing. I think she has OCD, definitely, because she just washed her hands till there was no soap left. And then also she had like a dial thing that was going on, and she also is singing children's like lullabies in her head, which is a little interesting. Then we have the past, which is currently around the time that she's about to like lose her job because her boss is either like, it's either this person or you, and I need the other person. So that's happening currently, and she's like, well, I'll show you like the real me. That's happening, but then her sister's coming around her house a lot, like asking for her husband. Then we have a third POV now where it was her in school and she's a kid and she's writing in her diary because they're supposed to have an assignment for school where they make their own diaries like Anne Frank's diary. So that's what we are listening from. And it sounds like her parents were abusive to each other, like throwing stuff, fighting all the time. So there's a lot going on there, but I am just very bored. Like nothing's grabbing my interest right now. I also don't know how you're supposed to make this suspenseful when the person is literally just like a being and can just hear stuff. Can't see, can't move. Like, I don't really know how that's supposed to be eventful. We do have the past twice, so that is something, but currently I'm just kind of snoozing through this. I'm extremely bored. Then again, it could be my own fault, you know, hyperfixating on Harry Potter. I think I'm gonna go play Hogwarts Legacy. We'll come back to reading hopefully, and hopefully we'll be able to finish the 3 hours. If I don't, again, we'll just go on till the next day because that's just what I do. Why is this making a shaking noise? That's weird. But yeah, I do have the now on my Kindle, so it's kind of crazy. Like, I literally feel like I'm reading a fever dream. Hello everyone. I don't know if you can hear the storm outside, but it's been 90s the past 3 days and we are getting a downpour of just rain. Hold on, Dana. I'll let you up in a second. So, that being said, I am going to be finishing today's reading vlog. I've personally just had no time to read. Dana. Been running errands all day. I am about to currently sit down and read, but I do need to start another reading vlog, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So I will be finishing Sometimes I Lie in a next reading vlog that will be coming out after this one. I liked the setup of my camera. Now I don't because Dana moved it. Right, Dana? So I'm gonna be finishing up today's video. I had a wonderful time filming I had a wonderful time filming this. Honestly, it was really fun being able to read for a long period of time and just having a different period every single day. Considering that with school I wasn't able to read that much consecutively, so I'm glad that I was able to finish 2 books. And Goblet of Fire would have probably taken me a few weeks just because of how big it is, but because I was able to read that many hours every single day, I was able to get through it, I think, in like 4 or 5 days, something like that. So I'm just very happy that I was able to get through that. So besides that, I will be finishing Sometimes I Lie later in another reading vlog. I did get to, I think, like 93 or something. I have a theory. I think I'm right. I'm just getting like a crazy vibe from this main character. And we just got introduced to Taylor, and that's all I'm going to say. Because I think I know what happens with them. But other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I had a wonderful time filming it. It was so much fun to me. I loved every second of it. I cannot wait to, this was definitely a favorite way of choosing what I read every single day and how long I read. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please go to like and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so every time I post. I love you guys dearly, and I'll see you guys in the next video.